We're just simply saying if you've been nationalized, just stay nationalized for now.
New information about a court's decision that keeps National Guard troops federalized but not deployed. A constitutional law professor tells us the court makes it clear who has control of the Guard. Victor Park is live in downtown Portland. So, Victor, this all comes before a hearing tomorrow on the temporary restraining order.
That's right. Hey, good evening, Deb. This stay from the Ninth Circuit Court today is not a decision. It keeps Oregon National Guard troops federalized, but they cannot be deployed. For now, the temporary restraining order continues to keep troops from being deployed in Portland. The court emphasized that this administrative stay is intended to, quote, minimize harm while an appellate court deliberates, and does not reflect a decision on the merits of the motion for a stay pending appeal. Now, if Oregon National Guard troops were not federalized, Governor Tina Kotek would be in charge of them. In a letter sent Tuesday, she ordered them to go home. Constitutional law professor Tung Ying says Wednesday's ruling may have had to do with Kotek's actions.
Do I follow Secretary Hegseth's order that a judge has said, no, you can't do this? Do I follow Governor Kotek's order when she's nominally my commander-in-chief, except that that power was taken away when I was nationalized? What should I do? So I think this ruling solves that particular problem.
Meanwhile, a second temporary restraining order which prohibits the deployment of federalized National Guard members from other states to Oregon remains unchallenged and in effect.
I didn't realize that they did not bother appealing the second TRO. So that was the first thing that really surprised me reading this particular ruling.
All right, and a panel of judges from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals will hear arguments from both sides, that being the Trump administration and the state of Oregon, tomorrow. But again, to be clear, the temporary restraining order is still in place and keeps troops from being deployed. A judge could decide whether to keep that in place or not later this week. We're live here in downtown Portland. I'm Victor Park, K2 News.
Victor, thank you. Tonight we're hearing from local leaders on the ruling. First, Oregon Governor Tina Kotek shared a statement saying, quote, the facts on the ground have not changed. There's no need for military intervention in Oregon. There is no insurrection in Portland, no threat to national security. Oregon Attorney General Dan Rayfield had this to say. Today's order from the Ninth Circuit doesn't change anything on the ground. While it keeps the Oregon National Guard under federal status, most importantly, it prevents the president from deploying the Guard in Portland. Oregon Senator Ron Wyden reacting to the order, asking, quote, how many more times must the courts tell Donald Trump that he and his White House gophers are plotting to do with federal troops in Oregon is unlawful, unwanted, and unnecessary? K2's on your side with continuing coverage as the story unfolds. We'll be tracking the latest from overnight and bring you the newest information tomorrow morning on K2 News beginning at 4:30.